Welcome to today's Explainer. Let's jump right in because we stumbled across a math problem in the accounting world that completely baffled us. I want you to picture an established, successful accounting or bookkeeping firm. They just dropped $5,000 on a brand new website, but at the exact same time, they've spent 0 minutes and £0 on their Google business profile. It's a wildly baffling premise, honestly, but as we're going to see today, it's a shockingly common reality. Okay, let's dive into this because we really need to do the math out loud here. You have a £5,000 investment in a digital storefront, and right next to it, an investment of absolute zero. When you look at these two numbers side by side, you really have to question the logic. Why are brilliant numbers-driven professionals pouring thousands into one basket while leaving the other completely empty? Well, to understand just how crazy this is, we need to look at one vital statistic.
5 times. I need you to burn that multiplier into your memory today. Google shows a firm's Google business profile 5 times more often than it shows their expensive, shiny website. 5 times. This means the asset that these firms are completely ignoring, the one they've spent 0 time on, is actually getting 5 times the visibility of the £5,000 asset they just obsessed over.
And oh man, how they obsessed over it. Let's look at the timeline of that painful website build. The partners decide the site looks tired. Weeks 1 and 2 are spent interviewing and hiring a designer. Weeks 3 through 5, just pure debate over the exact wording of the About page. By week 6, someone in leadership insists the logo has to be 20% bigger, and someone else demands the phone number be moved. Finally, months later and thousands of pounds lighter, the site launches. It's beautiful, it's modern, it's credible, they're intensely proud of it, and honestly, they should be. But then, you open their Google business profile, the very thing getting 5 times the traffic, and it is a depressing reality. It's a total ghost town. Maybe they have exactly 1 review sitting there from 2019. 0 photos. I mean, 50 people work at the firm. Someone surely took a picture at the Christmas party at some point, right? Nothing. There's no description. Not a single service box is checked. No activity. Just that generic, gray placeholder Google defaults to when a business essentially doesn't exist in its eyes. Now, what's really wild here is that singular review from 2019, 5 or 6 years ago. A client actually went out of their way to write, "the best by far." And that glowing 5-star piece of marketing gold has just been sitting there totally isolated for years. Nobody at the firm ever replied. Nobody even said thank you. It's just echoing in the empty halls of their ghost town profile. Which leads us to a genuine, burning question. Why does this keep happening? According to the data behind today's Explainer, which looked at audits of over 300 accounting firms, this pattern is so predictable you can see it before you even click open the profile. Beautiful website, ghost profile, every single time. See, this isn't a broken firm. It's a firm that put everything into one place and literally forgot the other place exists. So putting on our auditor hats, we've got to figure out the root cause here. It all comes down to what we can see versus what we can't. A partner pulls up that new website on their phone, right in the middle of a board meeting. They point to it and say, "Look, we invested." It feels like a tangible asset. But a Google profile, that doesn't feel like anything. If a partner Googles their own firm's name, they see their map, their address, and they think, "Fine, we're there." They never, ever see what the actual prospect sees. And here is the prospect's reality, step by literal step. First, they type "accountant near me" into their phone. Second, Google immediately shows the local 3-pack, those 3 map profiles, before it shows any website links whatsoever. Third, Google's algorithm scans your firm's empty profile. It finds no services, no description, no photos, no activity. There is simply nothing for the algorithm to rank. So step 4, Google just hands that prospect straight to your competitor. And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate defeat. Your firm has a beautiful, modern website, but you have 1 review and a ghost town profile. Your competitor? They spent maybe £500 on a website that looks like it was built in 2012, but they have 40 Google reviews. They have team photos. Their services are completely filled out. So who gets the client? The competitor wins, every time. Google knows exactly what they do, so Google hands them the prospect. Your beautiful £5,000 website is effectively invisible. Section 1. The tragic irony. You already paid for this. This brings us to a really painful realization. You aren't losing to the competitor because you lack the content to fill out your profile. You're losing because you misplaced it. Let's read down this list like an audit sheet. That professional description? Written, approved, paid for, sitting on the About page, not on Google. The team photos? Shot by a pro, paid for, sitting on the firm's server, not on Google. The audit and tax services, explicitly detailed on the website, just never ticked on the profile. It is a massive, frustrating waste of existing assets. And the waste extends to your human assets too. Think about your unused loyalty. These firms have clients who've been with them for 15 or 20 years, clients who answer your calls on the first ring and would do absolutely anything for the firm. Yet not one of them has ever been asked to take exactly 2 minutes to leave a Google review.
So why doesn't it happen? I mean, if the assets are sitting right there on the server, the services are on the website, and the loyal clients are just waiting by the phone, why is the profile still a ghost town? We have to pivot and look internally. This isn't a Google problem. This is a massive internal bottleneck.
So the crucial point is that departmental silos naturally create these ghost towns. Welcome to the blame game. The web designer wasn't asked to do it because it wasn't in their scope. The marketing partner is only thinking about the fancy new website, LinkedIn, maybe Instagram. The managing partner just assumes someone else is handling it. And the real tragic reality, the office manager who set up the profile back in the day left the firm in 2023 and the password left with her. Nobody owns it, so nobody does it. And the ghost just sits there month after month.
I really want to anchor you on this specific number, 2 hours. That's it. That is the exact size of the gap between the invisible firm you appear to be on Google and the highly professional, credible firm you actually are. 2 hours of focused work is literally all it takes to bridge the gap between prospects finding nothing and actually being found.
2 hours, and crucially, 0 additional pounds. Let's drive home the final piece of this math equation. Fixing this oversight costs absolutely nothing in new capital. You don't need a new agency, you don't need a new photo shoot, you don't need to write new copy. You literally just need to take what you already bought and put it where Google can actually see it.
Now, the data and insights from today's explainer come directly from VindMyBusiness. They are a Google Business Profile specialist exclusively dedicated to accounting and bookkeeping firms. They've audited over 300 of these firms, seeing this exact pattern time and time again. And the best part? They offer 17 detailed guides and a completely free 17-lesson masterclass tailored right to this industry.
If you want to know exactly what your firm is leaving on the table, you need to take action. Go to VindMyBusiness.com/scorecard.html and claim your completely free GBP scorecard. You can check out their blog at unclaimed.bearblog.dev to see exactly how to fix what's missing, or dive straight into their masterclass at unclaimed.bearblog.dev/free-gbp-masterclass for accounting firms.
So, I'll leave you with this final provocative thought. Will you continue to let your beautiful, modern, 5,000-pound website sit invisible in the local search rankings? Or will you stop ignoring the math, log in, and spend 2 hours today to finally claim your firm's greatest digital asset? The choice and the clients are yours to claim. Thanks for joining us for this explainer.